Hi, welcome to my tube. My name's Marge. I'm a Hyoka. I'm an empath. I just like doing these little talks on how I feel about things, and I don't like doing going lives. I don't like doing lives. I do not like it. I decided. I just did. I just decided that today, right now. I like talking in front of people. I used to do that. Talk at certain clubs, groups. It's pretty freaking wild. Some of them are pretty big. I think the most people I ever talked in front of was probably about, I don't know, 350, 400. I have no problem. I'm kind of a ham, so I don't really have a problem with talking in front of crowds. We've all freaking done any stuff to embarrass ourselves, so whenever I tell stories where I was embarrassed, people can just relate to me, just because the stories are different. That's fine. Freaking, but the emotion's the same, so we can relate on that there, yeah. Yep. One human being relating to another. That's what's gonna ease all of our woes, y'all. Freaking just had Cat out. He's freaking real mad at me. I didn't let him give him an opportunity to be full into his catdom. There's a little snake over here, a little gardener snake, just a little guy, not of the poisonous variety. And so we'll leave him be. And Stan Lee was hunting, and I didn't know what he was after at first. It took a minute to determine what he was after, and freaking picked him up. I picked up Stanley. He's his, and he's just like going to town after something. I didn't know if it was a mouse or it was something, but then I saw that it was a snake, and I'm not a fan of snakes and reptiles. I'm not. I mean, it's like, yeah, I could channel my freaking inner crocodile hunter, Steve Irwin, grab by the tail and huck it across away from me if I need to. It's about as far as I go. Oh, handling reptiles, and I don't know, and see, that's the thing is, there's the reptile people, the ones that are low vibration, that vibe low vibey, and I equate them to, and whoever it is for your Akashic record, that's fine for you. I have my tells for me, and they're my tells, of who the lizard people are, the frickin' blue bellies, blue blood, blue bellies, the enriched, entitled, age well, Anyway, uh, so freaking, it was funny because right before that whole exchange, I was thinking about how many people love their kitties and their puppies until their kitties and puppies engage into their animal side, and we're animals too. So it's like, we're trying to be all civilized and then freaking somebody is too much imbalanced and too much into their animalistic side, and they go dipping in the dirty, and they do things that they shouldn't do because they don't know how to discipline themselves. They don't know how to curb their persuasions that are freaking gross, immoral, and ethical. People should. Nobody should be having relations with children. It's ever. And there's such a percentage of society that profits and benefits, and it's just all so gross, and they got away with it for a long time because people said, no, don't talk about it, it's uncomfortable, so people don't want to talk about it, and this thing has grown. And now, but the thing is, there's people like me that teach people how to read energy. Energy doesn't lie. Energy doesn't lie. So maybe I summons the snake with, thinking, I wonder what I would do if Tucker or Stanley was, called to act into his animal side, and I didn't let him go full board. I didn't want him to hurt the snake, Snake was, it's not poisonous, not fit, and then I worry because where we're going, there's rattlesnakes quite a bit, but just gotta be prepared. Suppose and be vigilant, and that's why I always go out with them, and I'm always scouting the yard and stuff like that. So, couple interesting things that I didn't mention about the trip over the coast today is that when I was at the bottom of the hill and I got stuck in the sand for a second, and then I got to use my four-wheel drive, and I came back up the hill, and I kept trying to re-engage it, and take it out of, or disengage the four-wheel drive, and it was just off, so it kept grinding. Now I've had this truck a year in February. It's been a year, and I didn't drive it much though. So oh, but the fuel filter gauge has never worked in it as long as I've had it. I only drive about 200. This is most I ever drive on it before I put gas in it. Is about 200 miles anyway, so it ain't that big of a deal. But the thing of it is on the way back, I looked down and the gas gauge had moved. And because I was talking earlier about timelines, that's kind of how I tell when things frickin' shift and things like that, is because something significant changes, something that has never been all of a sudden is, you know. I will never rely on that fuel filter or fuel gauge, but the fact is I mean, it has stayed in the same position and now it's moved. To me, that's like dropping into a new timeline of possibility, you know. So anyway, that was kind of interesting. And then there was another story that I didn't mention about. I didn't even get a picture of Luna. She wouldn't even let me take a picture of her. I got one picture of the beach because the thing is I like to say goodbye. I like closure, and I don't plan on. And that was the closure part. Luna got to, you know, her trip to the beach, because before I had the big red truck, I had a Rogue and it got repoed. I owed like freaking $1,500 after paying it down like $17,000. I was pissed, but what are you gonna do? Things happen, you know. Life happens. Just have to let things go. I even cleaned it all up, washed it. I anticipated when they were coming, you know. It was pretty, I don't know. I mean, if you gotta let things go, you might as well leave things better than you find them, huh? Anyway, so that was interesting with the gas gauge and with the snake. You know, I just don't like snake things, you know. You never can tell if they're for you or not. So, that's about all I got. I just wanted to do another video because I don't like lives. No, I think that's about all I get. The birds are going to show up here pretty soon. It's been a long day. I hope Artie Pants had a good birthday. The dog that goes to the beach is not the dog whose birthday it was today, but Artigan's going to go get extra loves and cuddles and stuff right now, so he don't care. He don't know it's his birthday. He don't know he's 11, not 10. I hope you have a good evening. Peace.